Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me keep sharing these stories. I knew the hospital's number by heart, but nothing could prepare me for the voice on the other end. "Sir, your wife has been brought to ER. You should come." My heart stopped, not from fear, exactly, but from that gut-twisting, sickening instinct that whatever had happened to her wasn't meant for me to know. When I arrived, the fluorescent lights were too harsh, the room too still, and my wife, too dressed up for the girls' night. She claimed she was enjoying. Her makeup was smudged, her perfume thick, her hair tangled like someone had just run their hands through it. She didn't even glance at me when I entered. That silence said it all. "Can you pay the copay?" she muttered, as though I were a walking wallet rather than the man who had slept beside her for 12 years. It wasn't the bill that broke me. It was a nurse's words as she checked the chart. "Is her boyfriend coming?" He was the one who had called the ambulance. My wife froze. I didn't. I just nodded, because shock has a way of freezing the face before it collapses inside. Looking back, I should have seen it coming. The late nights, the sudden obsession with the gym, the new lingerie she never wore for me, the way she'd shower the second she got home, as if scrubbing off evidence. But love makes you blind. It makes you ignore the unfamiliar perfume on a shirt. It makes you justify the friendly emojis from coworkers. I kept telling myself she was stressed, never that she was cheating. Not her, my wife, who cried through our wedding vows, clinging to me as if I were her safe place. That night, she claimed she was going out with her friend Mia, who lives in Dubai now. I didn't call her out. Something inside me was already cracked, and I didn't want to see it split open yet. At 11:38 p.m., the hospital called. By midnight, I knew the truth. She had been out with him. They had been drinking. He drove recklessly. A sudden swerve, a curb, and she hit her head when the car jerked. He walked away unhurt. She fainted, and he abandoned her at the ER like a coward. Except he didn't vanish fast enough. The nurse had overheard him. "My wife can't find out about this." Not girlfriend, wife. The irony burned. Her first words to me? Not, "Thank you for coming," or "I'm sorry. Don't tell anyone about this. And just pay the bill," she said, as if I were some PR manager assigned to clean up her mess. As if I weren't her husband. As if my heart wasn't breaking in my chest. I sat down slowly. "Who was he?" She stared ahead, jaw tight. "Doesn't matter," she said with silence. Doesn't matter. The quiet was suffocating. She didn't deny it. Didn't try. The nurse handed me the clipboard with the charges. CT scan, blood panel, admission, $14,300. I stared at it. I thought of every late night I worked, every class, every hobby, every weekend trip I had paid for, every effort I had made to be the husband she said she deserved. And now she wanted me to finance her betrayal too. "No," I said calmly, surprising even myself. "What?" She blinked. "I'm not paying for the consequences of your date." Her eyes widened like I was the villain. "You're my husband." "Not after tonight," I said. Then came the doctor, asking routine questions. Has she been stressed? Any emotional changes at home? I almost laughed. He explained her fainting was partly from shock and panic, likely emotional distress. She cut him off. "Can you just discharge me?" He assumed I would drive her home. Of course she wanted me to, but I had a better plan. When she was cleared, I stood, grabbed my jacket, and said, "You'll need to find another ride, and another place to stay." "What? You're seriously doing this now?" she hissed, panicked like I was inconveniencing her. "You've been doing this for months. I'm just responding late." Her face twisted in shock, the same panic she probably felt in the car earlier. Finally, her voice cracked. "Please, don't leave me like this." I paused. Stupid, loyal, wounded, nearly broken. But then I remembered the nurse calling him her boyfriend. I remembered her begging me to pay for a lie that almost killed her. I remembered every lonely night I waited for someone laughing in another man's car. I walked out. No shouting, no insults, no calling him out. I left her with the bill she earned. Sometimes quiet revenge is simply refusing to clean up someone else's mess. 2 days later, She showed up at our apartment with her things in trash bags. Not to move, but because the hospital wouldn't release her without payment, and she needed me to sign the forms. "Please," she whispered. "I don't have that kind of money." "You should ask him," I said. "He blocked me." "Of course." "What do you want me to do?" she asked, tears forming. I took a deep, steadying breath. "I want you to face what you did without me absorbing it." I handed her the divorce papers I'd already prepared. She stared like I'd stabbed her, but said nothing, just cried. For the first time in months, I didn't. What happened next? She eventually arranged a payment plan with the hospital. His wife found out too, another separate disaster I had to witness. As for me, I learned a hard truth. You can love someone so much that you forget to love yourself. Walking out of that ER wasn't revenge. It was recovery. Every day since has felt like breathing fresh air after months underwater. My story doesn't end in rage or drama. It ends with clarity, with peace finally choosing me.